Hello students, today we will learn about log on to MS Excel 2007. Microsoft Excel is the most popular spreadsheet software in the Microsoft 2007 Office suite. It is a powerful tool that helps to organize, calculate and analyze data in rows and columns. It also allows us to represent data pictorially in the form of chart. Before moving forward, let us first discuss about features of Excel. Functions and formulas. Functions are the built-in formulas used for calculating percentage, interest, average, etc. in MS Excel. Formulas are mainly used for simple and complex calculations. Formatting features improve the appearance of data. Auto calculation. The data is automatically recalculated in the whole worksheet if any change is made in a single cell. Fast searching and instant replacing of data. Entering data in series using autofill option. Data can be viewed in a graphical form as charts, which helps to understand, analyze and compare data in an effective manner. These advanced features have made MS Excel the first choice for professionals to quickly perform lengthy accounting and financial tasks and take immediate decisions. Students, note the fact that you can also save your file using Ctrl+S key combination. Let us now learn about starting MS Excel. Click on the Start button. Click on All Programs. Click on Microsoft Office. Click on Microsoft Office Excel 2007. The Excel window will appear. Okay students, note the fact to create a shortcut of MS Excel, select the MS Excel option from the Start menu and drag it to the desktop. The MS Excel file is referred to as a workbook in which you work and store your data. Each workbook consists of several worksheets. It is similar to pages in a notebook. Worksheets are like pages and workbook is like a notebook. The Excel window that appears on the screen is called a workbook. It is assigned a temporary name, Book 1. By default, it shows 3 worksheets at the bottom with the names Sheet 1, Sheet 2 and Sheet 3. You can add any number of worksheets in a workbook according to the limits of memory available on a computer. A worksheet consists of 1,48,576 rows and 16,384 columns. Columns are represented by alphabets on the top and rows have numbers on the left side of the worksheet. Students, note the fact 3 types of data can be entered in MS Excel: numbers, text, formulae. Now let us discuss about the spreadsheet window. Cell. A cell is an intersection of a column and a row in a worksheet. Each cell is denoted with the cell address. For example, A5 refers to the cell at the intersection of column A and row 5. Data is stored in a cell. A cell can contain up to 32,767 characters. Active cell. When you click on a cell, a thick black border differentiates it from the rest of the cells. It indicates the current cell is active. This highlighted box is called a cell pointer. Data can be entered only in a cell where the pointer is placed. Name box. It is located above the column heading on the left side of the window. This area displays the location of a cell pointer. Formula bar. It is located to the right of the name box. This bar shows the characters and formulas that you enter in an active cell. Column headings. Alphabets across the top border of each worksheet are called column headings. These headings identify columns with letters A to Z, AA through AZ, and up to XFD for a total of 16,384 columns. Row headings. Row headings are numbers marked as 1 through 1,48,576 along the left border of the worksheet. Status bar. The status bar is located at the bottom of the Excel window. It gives you information about the current selection. It includes the name of the currently selected command or current activity. It also displays warning messages. Sheet tabs. The sheet tabs appear above the status bar. They are numbered as Sheet 1, Sheet 2 and Sheet 3. On clicking a particular sheet tab, that worksheet becomes the active worksheet. You can add a number of worksheets in a workbook according to your need. Alright students, note the fact that the tab scrolling buttons to the left of the sheet tabs let you move through the tabs quickly. Students, now let me tell you about entering data. To input data in a worksheet, you have to move the cell pointer from one cell to another with the help of various keys defined here. Command, right arrow. Function, to move one column right. Command, left arrow. Function, to move one column left. Command, up arrow. Function, to move one row up. Down arrow, to move one row down. Page up, to move one screen up. Page down, to move one screen down. Control plus home, to move to the first cell of the topmost row. Control plus end, to move to the last used cell of spreadsheet. Okay students, note the fact that by default, text is aligned to the left and numbers are aligned to the right in a cell. Open a new workbook. Sheet 1 is the active worksheet. Click on cell D1 and type weekly expense. Highlight the cells D1 and D2. Click on Merge and Center button in the alignment group on the Home tab. Click on cell A2 and type items. Press the right arrow key. Type Monday in B2 and Tuesday in C2. Likewise, enter data in rest of the cells. Click on cell A3. Type eatables and press the enter key. The cell pointer shifts to cell A4. Type cold drink and press down arrow key to move to cell A5 and type milk. Similarly, enter the remaining data. Okay students, note the fact that Merge and Center button on the Home tab lets you place the contents in the center of cell across a number of columns. Students, note that in Excel you can save a workbook by clicking on the Office button and selecting the Save option, or click on Save button on the Quick Access toolbar. In the Save As dialog box, specify the file name and click on Save button. Alright.